Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Week 3 in the NFL. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner.
That's right.
Mike Brenner, you got some explaining to do? You want to explain? I think, our regular fans had high hopes for, money for themselves. I guess it was all selfish why everyone was excited for you after the first week. They were just looking to make money for themselves. But then in week 2, you disappointed. Are you working for, was it some kind of setup, some kind of trap where you fished them in with the week 1 picks and then, you sent them to the Wolves in week 2?
Oh, I wish I could say I planned it that way, but absolutely
You really like
not.
those picks?
I like those picks.
In week 2?
I did.
Really?
And I did. Yep,
Really?
absolutely, Pete.
Okay.
And
good picks.
since I've been in this business, I've learned to getting up and just, brushing your knees off, moving forward, and let's go to the next game and let's just do our homework a little bit better, and then we'll go from there.
But those 2 picks from last week, they weren't ironic picks. They really, you honestly liked them at the time?
I liked them at the time.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, I like your honesty there, Mike Brenner. Cincinnati Baltimore is the second game. You got 4 picks that you're going to cover with us. 4 games you're going to cover with us this week. Cincinnati Baltimore is number 2 right now. Baltimore is a 2.5-point home favorite. Total's 44.5. This is a tricky one. Any game with Andy Dalton's always tricky, basically, right? Absolutely. Cincinnati 2-0 straight up and against spread. Baltimore 0-2 straight up and against the spread. Do you want to, people who bet into Andy Dalton looking good one week and then betting that he looks great the next week have gotten burned over the years. I think that over 40, I kind of like over 44.5 in this one. The side scares me. What do you like here, Mike Brenner?
Well, I like the side. I like Cincinnati plus 2.5, and on the game. And I completely agree with your logic here with the Andy Dalton. Who are we going to get this week?
Yes.
And I also feel that way about Mark Lewis. I love this guy.
Which Mike Brenner are we going to get this week?
I love this guy. That guy, yeah.
And, you're like the Andy Dalton of the handicapping world, but that's not that bad. I mean, he's not Tom Brady, but he's not that bad. He's a starting borderline elite quarterback, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And I believe he's even taken some steps in this offseason to be more mature and more consistent. And that defense is grounded. They are one of the finest in the league. So I look for Cincinnati to keep this momentum going. And also, I'm looking at a Ravens team that I think has lost its identity. They're looking for leadership. With Suggs out now, and of course Ray Lewis being retired several years, there's nobody just picked up that role. And I love John Harbaugh. He's a fantastic coach. But this team is looking for answers, and I just don't see a fire in Joe Flacco's eyes. So I like the Bengals on the road plus 2.5 in this, Pete.
Okay, it just, for me, we've all had, everyone who's been following the NFL for the past few years just gets scared to get too confident and comfortable with Andy Dalton being good week in and week out. But you're not afraid of that right now.
No, and especially not during the early part of the season.
Right.
I've seen that effect in the past years towards the latter part of the season, the inconsistency starting to rise to the top for Andy Dalton. But I think right now is a really safe spot. I think his confidence level is there, and I like this play. It's a division game. I like this play.
Okay, fair enough. Cincinnati plus 2.5, and I'm still looking at the over 44.5. I think that's going to be a good play. Thanks for your thoughts, Mike.
Okay, thanks, Pete.